My name is Jamie Izquierdo. I created a system of meditation called Organic Meditation Practice. You can visit the website at organicmeditationpractice.com. I teach workshops, and the meditation is based on developing a relationship with our nature, the air we breathe, basically accepting that we are organic elements of our earth, and that by participating and developing that relationship with our environment, we develop a connection to the energy that I like to call our God consciousness. Develop this relationship is very important because we gain trust, and we gain a sense of well-being when we start realizing that our connection and our interaction through meditation with our environment is very real. That not only are we dependent on our environment by providing us the elements that we need for living, such as the air we breathe and the food we consume, and we're part of this environment. We need to accept that. This is, of course, a simple concept that we all can understand. And I indicate to students that if they want to prove this further, because we have a denial system that doesn't allow us to fully comprehend the fact that we depend on our environment completely. Our mind has been taught to think of a relationship to a God consciousness through organized groups, and this has distorted our relationship with our environment. Our environment is the closest expression of a God consciousness, the air we breathe. And by initiating a dialogue with this energy as we breathe, we eventually get to expand that connection to our own personal conception of what a God consciousness is. And another aspect that I ask my students is to question themselves and ask if everything that they have in their life is something that they have asked in the past from our universe, because we all have this mode of praying and meditating without really engaging fully in the process of accepting that is what we're doing. So the universe really around us, the environment, is in close contact with us. Our system, which has a mind and a brain, has an ego and has natural instincts, is all part of that nature. Nature wants us to feel good and to be happy. Unfortunately, we have been directed to use our ego and natural instincts to judge ourselves and to guide ourselves. Religious groups have indicated that if we acknowledge and enjoy our natural instincts, we are actually doing something wrong, and that is not true. Our natural instincts and our ego are built-in parts of our nature that wants our body to feel good. It helps the body release elements, chemistry, hormones that makes the body feel good, So the first part for a healthy relationship with our environment is to accept ourselves as perfect units of this earth and our environment, and to accept our nature. Our relationship with our higher consciousness or our environment is something that we can actually acknowledge individually and start praying and meditating with that objective in mind, to connect and accept our dependency on our environment. This is a solution to first letting go of all the misguided information that we have received about our nature, and accept ourselves as perfect elements and individuals of this environment. This brings a lot of very good results and ideas as well for us in terms of participating in our environment, taking care of our environment, being respectful of our environment. There are hundreds and hundreds of videos now, information in the internet, in YouTube, about our universe, our earth, and our nature, how everything was created, where we come from, how our universe started, and all of that is great information for us to look at and to think about, and understand that our participation here on Earth is important for our environment. Now, I don't like to explore in my head things that I don't really quite understand, in the sense that they're impossible to prove whether there is an actual God or creator, but my relationship with meditation and the environment, through talking and praying to the environment and receiving from the environment, is the proof to me that there is an actual relationship happening with my environment, and that is enough for me. I like to think that the environment that I live in is an extension of the rest of the environment around us in the Earth, our solar system, our galaxy, our universe, eternity, and the concept and the energy of God. I became an agnostic and an atheist early on in my 20s, and I started learning meditation very early on, with the objective of distressing my mind. And I started with self-hypnosis. Self-hypnosis gave me a way of relaxation. To this day, I still use, part of what I do is use self-hypnosis to affect the subconscious mind. I teach this in my workshops, how to bring in happiness if I am depressed, how to bring in a sense of accomplishment and feeling good in my life, instead of feeling like a failure, because this is our tendency. We measure ourselves with everyone else. Accepting that I am perfect when I am spiritually minded, when I'm thinking in terms of spirit and the energy of spiritual existence within my body, I feel very good. I feel that I know how I feel when I take an action that makes me feel good. And that is what I feel the guidance I receive from this environment is coming into my ideas, my decision making. The things that don't make me feel great in a long-term basis, but they are short-term lived, are really decisions that I make on exploring my natural instincts and my ego in a short-term basis. And sometimes they are damaging situations. Sometimes they are good, overeating or eating a good meal or having too much wine or things like that. But overdoing things where addiction comes in or abuse comes in, hurting someone comes in, I already know that those are not in line with the a sense of lasting happiness that I need to experience, that the universe and the environment around me wants me to experience. So meditation has brought in that connection and that sense of evaluating happiness instead of judging my natural instincts as being good or being bad. That has changed a lot in my sense of responsibility towards the environment as well. I teach in meditation 3 avenues. One is the Buddhist practice of controlling the mind, teaching the mind not to respond to the things that feel good or the things that don't feel good, just simply teaching the mind not to respond. This is what the Buddha did. Another aspect is affecting the subconscious mind with self-hypnosis and bringing in the affirmations that I would like to experience in my daily life. It works extremely well. And the third aspect is opening up my relationship with my environment from the point of view that I accept my part in the environment, that I accept that I'm dependent on my environment, and I extend that vision to my conception of a God consciousness, a creator, whatever that is. I will never understand that, but it is an act of faith, and faith is something that builds through the practice. Taking 5 or 10 minutes at a time during the day, twice a day, to do one of these meditations is a great tool for living a happy, enjoyable life. You can visit my website at organicmeditationpractice.com, or you can drop me a line at organicmeditationpractice@yahoo.com. And I'll be very happy to engage in some exchange of information. I teach in Miami Beach, and I do occasional workshops, mostly monthly, depending on my time in the city. Thank you for listening.